Mm. So, guys, there is a lot to talk about today, and of course, it's a bumper evening here at Gusto TV Africa, and I'm excited, more than excited, to join you on this evening drive. And of course, we are bringing you the freshest of everything Afrobeat, and we're so excited because we have amazing stuff, for you guys today. And for what is worth, it's quite amazing to see all the things happening around Afrobeat and the successes we've garnered over the years. And it's so beautiful to see that the heavyweights are actually back in Lagos, Nigeria, where it all happens. This is undoubtedly the the seat of Africa. I have to put it that way. Of course, we are very excited to be a part of this movement here at Gospel TV. We want to say thank you for all that you do for our growing community, all that you do to us. And guys, do you know what is interesting? If you are joining, you have a chance to win 5,000 naira on this live stream. Guys, big ups to Gusto and our sponsors for actually pulling this one up. Want to say a big thank you to you guys for joining, and our sponsors we say a very big thank you as well. So, guys, let us dive straight into it because we have so much, happening. So, what happened today? And of course, we have amazing guests joining to give us tea as regards everything happening in the world of Afro beat. So, quickly, let's just delve into it, right? Because so Davido is back to the number one spot on Spotify with Funds featuring Odumodu Black and Chike. Remember, I told you guys yesterday that, of course, that proudly occupied by Burna Boy, who actually did so much, to get to that spot. Of course, a lot of people said it was recency bias, and of course, because the music just dropped, so everybody wanted the yeah, on the field, but he took to the number one spot, and of course, everybody was raving and just getting crazy about that one. Right now, Davido has taken back his throne and he's back in the number one spot with this amazing song "Funds" featuring Odumodu Black and Chike. And what is interesting, Davido also took the number two spot here with Abuke featuring YG Marley. And Davido is on some really, really, really good move. And for what is what, it's so beautiful. At the end of the day, you see you see all these things happening, and the excitement levels are just really, really high. So congratulations to Davido on this one for actually taking the number one spot. We are so excited to be a part of this one. So Davido back on the number one spot, and Funds featuring Odumodu Black and Chike returns to number one on Spotify Nigeria and Daily Top Songs chart, starting 13 days on the number one spot. Davido, YG Mali, featuring YG Mali, I beg your pardon, Awuke returns to the 30 BT count. Was Davido who really hard. And of course, Awuke has had a new twist to it, new touch to it with the ADP Club Mix banger, out now for streaming and everything. And Davido is not stopping. Davido is chopping strings with the Awuke song, chopping strings with your Odumodu Black and Chike feature. I mean, that amazing song. So it's safe to say that all is well with the 30. So, guys, are you guys excited as much as I am? Because right now it seems like the connection is so much with the fans, and the connection is so much with 30 BG camp. And of course, it just goes to show that Davido has done so much, put in a lot of hard work. So yeah, congratulations to the 30 BG camp, and congratulations to all music lovers. And well, the fans are definitely going to talk, and the fans are definitely going to say anything, everything. And of course, somebody by the name Elvis is saying this is embarrassing for real. Even Awuke, Burna Boy, and Whiskey should just retire. Do you think that they should retire? I don't think so, but right now, I think so. Nah, the fans are not having it. Fans are actually going crazy on this one. And Ola says, them no know Unagbedu again with a laughing emoji. Imole says, Davido is farming on Spotify and Apple Music. Well, like you guys, I always say here, I don't like to delve into the conversations of, whether they're farming or not, because I don't have the facts, so I'm not going to say farming or anything like that. But right now, it is that Davido has taken back his throne, and deservedly so. Anyways, moving on, we have the conversations with the big three and the big bag, and of course, Davido, Burna Boy, and Whiskey were built to perform at the Oando end of year party, and of course, a lot of people were super excited to see that one. That was the first time in a long time that Davido, Burna Boy, and Wizkid would perform on the same stage anywhere, and it was such a very memorable event. Fans did not see it very, but it is what it is, and it was historical. And for some of us, we were kind of like saying, oh, how is this actually going to pan out? But I mean, it was section to you perform and you perform, you perform, and it was so beautiful. At the end of the day, they had an amazing time. Davido with a smashing performance. Burna Boy was my top guy for the night, who the fans were actually screaming for more. And of course, Wizkid gave them back to back the old jams, and of course, singing songs from his recent project, Morayo album. And it was such a very beautiful time. But that's not what we're talking about. But because Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy have now been, I don't know how to put this, but there was a memo that leaked, and of course, it was a memo that was supposedly Oando, showing how much that these guys were paid. And of course, it was alleged. Let me use that word, alleged, that payment for Wizkid was $11,000, and the Burna Boy topped $5,000, and Davido $7,000. I mean, right, like guys, I don't know how authentic, but I know it is busted, it's fake. Because there's no way all these guys are going to cop this and cop, even if they're actually get people. But we delve into all that. It's what happened today. But that's what people are saying. I don't know, but it doesn't seem to get into me, but it is what it is. So don't be because we're going to accept this issue in the segment. Moving further, and got like reactions from the fans, and of course that cookie says, "Oh boy, this editing." That actually made me laugh. If your brain believes this thing, I beg no user and crossroad. That's what Kelvin is saying to you. You watching, you don't use your brain crossroad. And Elvin, you guys at all, you were not even able to write Burna Boy well. Anyway, that's what it is, and the fans are actually just laughing at this one. Believe this. But guys, what are your thoughts on the this is just the type of what it is? But interestingly, bundle by bundle official video is going to drop at 6 p.m. today Nigerian time, and Burna Boy is set to drop this. I mean, we don't know what it's going to look like because there's been no teaser online yet. We're reporting this, but it's going to be a very beautiful one, I think. Because bundle by bundle video is definitely going to drop. Bundle by bundle, the track has actually quite numbers. Start on number 1 today, lower down to the number 3 spot. And of course, it's beautiful because I mean, this guy is actually working really hard. So it goes to show that people are actually picking this. So bundle by bundle, the official video is going to drop every day. And Burna Boy is saying, guys, I'm so ready for you guys. And this is just me telling you that I'm working hard to give you everything that you deserve as fans, music lovers, humors. Of course, that's a picture on your screen there showing new video tonight. And that's officially from Burna Boy, bundle by bundle, out 6 p.m. West African time with the cash money emoji. And of course, guys, I don't know, for me personally, I think this is one of the Burna Boy tracks that I actually love. I love the bounce and I think it's beautiful. But a lot of fans have been saying this thing. A lot of people actually saying that why is Burna Boy actually dropping this type of song in 2024? It is so mid and all of that. I don't know how mid the song is, but I really think it's a great song in my opinion. And I just really just enjoy it so much. It's on my playlist. Guys, do you think that this song deserves all the hype that it's getting? Let us know in the comment section. And this one is my favorite part to wrap up the show. And it's my super favorite quote. And I always say to you guys, take it from me. Any advice I give you, collect them because you work. And this one says, the best enemy of plan A, now plan B. Stay on guard. Stay on your G, my G. And this one is from Priest 2024, guys. Regardless of anything, as we plan, say plan B always. Guys, please do not allow that plan B attack your plan A, because plan A is always best. Guys, this is where we wrap up this segment. But guys, hold on, there's something really amazing. If you check at the bottom corner of your screen, it says join the conversation and win 5,000 naira. So do not go nowhere. Don't touch that dial, because I'm handing over right now to the one and only Sheikh Kubana. Sheikh Kubana joins us from a different part of the world, actually, but I don't want to say that. Sheikh Kubana is going to join us shortly to give us the tea as regards what happened today. Guys, Sheikh Kubana, can you hear me?
Good, I hear. How you doing, Paul?
I'm so
excited. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon to you, Paul.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to just leave you in the hands of Sheikh Kubana, and I'll be right back to probably join the conversation. So, Sheikh Kubana, take it away from me.
Okay. All right, guys. You're welcome once again to what happened today. I mean, this is the show where we tell you exactly what's up and what exactly has been going on in the world of Afrobeats, in the world of entertainment, in the world of media in Nigeria. And we've got loads and loads of stuff for you guys. There's been a whole lot of things that's actually happened today. And I mean, everyone has been talking about Davido, about Wizkid, about Tiwa Savage, about Burna Boy, the video and all of that. And there's been loads and loads of people on social media actually having fun with all the bands and all of that. Burna Boy has been dragged today. Davido as well has been dragged today. Wizkid has been dragged today as well. There's been loads and loads of things that's happened, today that were not covered in the news, and some are, actually were covered in the news. I'm going to have a couple of people to join me. Paul is going to join me once again on this one. But guys, welcome to What Happened Today, where we just give you like a roundup of exactly all the things that happened today, and we're going to touch on them one after the other. Without further ado, guys, I'm actually going to give you one of them. Guys, just hold on for me while I bring you up to speed with a couple of pictures, and we're going to be discussing a whole lot of this. Yes, when my guests are ready, they're going to have to join me up on this platform, and we'll talk about a couple of things that has actually happened today. First and foremost, Wizkid is up, and I'm going to have to tell you about that one. Wizkid is actually up today, performed at the Oando party yesterday, and there's been loads and loads of stuff on social media about that particular one. Now, how much did Wizkid get paid for the Oando event? Now, that is a question that has gotten lots of people, talking and asking what exactly happened. Now, this particular picture, you could see Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido. Everyone is asking what exactly is the amount that Wizkid got paid, that Burna Boy got paid, that Davido got paid as well. Now, Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy were performed rather at the Oando end of the year party yesterday. This morning, the news came out that Wizkid got paid, wait for it, $11 million. Now, Wizkid, according to a lot of people, gets paid $1 million per show. Burna Boy, $1 million per show. Davido, allegedly $600,000 per show. That is what we know about, according to some publications. Now, they performed at the Oando event yesterday, and this publication says Wizkid, with the role of an opening act, main act, performance time 8 p.m., 6 p.m. to 6:45, and $11 million. Now, Paul is going to have to come in, or I have a couple of guests going to come in as well to discuss this particular one. How much exactly did Wizkid get? How much did they get paid? Davido as well, they said it's 700,000 naira was what Davido got paid, and Burna Boy $5.5 million. Now, how true are these things? Paul, you're very much welcome to the show. What happened today? Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy performing at the Oando event, and news came out today about the price they got paid, allegedly. Paul, how true is this whole figures flying left, right, and center?
Honestly, Shay, thank you guys for joining. Shay, can you hear me? Please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you clearly, Paul.
All right, great. So this conversation about these figures, yeah, it always busts my brain because the truth of the matter is Afrobeat is so much,
Right.
so much the best.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me, Shay?
I can hear you clearly. Yeah.
All right, great. So this conversation about how much an artist is paid and all of that stuff. I mean, Shay, let's be honest, right? Afrobeat is one of the
Yeah.
biggest commodities to come out of Africa, right? And
Definitely.
What
Definitely.
what our superstars are doing, it is mind blowing. To be honest, it's mind boggling because couple years ago, we were stuck here in Nigeria, right, trying to like build this movement,
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to like get everyone to be very to touch base with our music. I mean, if I have to put it that way.
With
But
our
right
music.
now,
Yeah.
we are the
Yeah.
most
Right.
sought out commodity. Our Afrobeat artists don't even live in Nigeria anymore. Trust me. It's almost like if you want to book an Ashake, for example, you have to pay Ashake to come and
Yeah.
perform in his hometown, Nigeria. So yeah, most of these figures
Right.
can actually sound very ludicrous if I have to put it like that. But at the end of the day, are these guys worth the hype? Are they worth this amount of money? And I can tell you for fact, Shay, that they actually do deserve this kind of bag because trust me, they are international figures. There's nobody that you will say to, oh, do you know who Whiskey is? And the person will can't tell you no. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Right.
Or then you mention the name Burna Boy or Davido, and then they start to think that, oh no, I don't really know that. Nah, you can't do that right now in 2024. These guys have been able to walk their way to the top, and they've been able to earn their mark as global, mark the word, global superstars. So paying them in
Yeah.
dollars is not far fetched, but paying them that amount, yeah, it's a little bit debatable, of course. But I mean, the fans are definitely going to talk, anyways. But yes, they do deserve that amount. Where I have
Definitely.
a problem is the figures, right? Why is David Whiskey paid the most, and of course the other people are not paid as much as Whiskey? So that's some disparity that makes it look a little bit too tacky. But I think that they deserve it. I think that is not overhyped. I think that is something that is possible to happen in the industry.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Paul. But the thing is, there's been loads of figures. Now, I saw a particular figure that says David was paid 7.2, no, $2.7 million. Wizkid was paid, I think 350,000. Yes, Burna Boy was paid 700,000. Another document entirely. Now, looking at all of these things, is this a case of fans making themselves happy and giving themselves the joy, or just basically just um, producing the joy by themselves, basically, because they want to feel like, what, my fave is any more than the other guys.
Okay, Shay. Just to answer that, right? Let me just go straight into it.
Yeah.
You and I know this is the year that most of the artists were posting stats back to back. If you remember, anytime Whiskey drops a project, you will never see Whiskey post um, biggest day stream, first day stream, right?
Yeah.
We can agree. But this time we saw
Yes.
Whiskey going on the socials to post, things about first day streams, second day streams, the highest, the biggest number, going on his X account to tweet and all of that stuff, the biggest and the best and all of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. With
Right.
Davido always,
Right.
giving the subtle jab. Davido was not the type of person to actually go bang for bang, in the era that all these
Yeah.
things started. But right now, Davido is quite chill. He's just really
Definitely.
going about his business. But if we really want to say all of these things, well, just to directly answer your question, are there possibilities around the
Yeah.
figures? Is I don't really know. I just feel like it's just fans hyping themselves up because if you really check the first image that we saw that was circulating online, there were a few discrepancies with the figures and of course some typographical errors. And I would want to think that a big firm like Oando will not make typographical errors. And this is actually a very, for lack of a better way to say it, is a confidential document. It shouldn't be anywhere near the
Yeah.
public eye, right? So I think
Yeah.
that this is
Yeah.
just fans just trying to hype themselves up, in my own opinion.
Right.
Everybody wants to have
Right.
that bragging right, say, "Nah, my guy be the best,
Right.
my fave is the biggest," and all of that stuff. So that's what I think, honestly. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, there's been loads, of people actually, trying so much to, and it's been on for days. And this Oando thing, the fact that three of them actually performed, gave way for the comparison right now. Now, from my faith performed, better to, oh, my faith got paid and everything. There's just been loads and loads and loads of stuff, like that. And of course, we know that, the whole comparison is still very much on because, Paul, Davido is back at #1 on the Spotify and Apple Music chart. That happened today as well. And there's been that news, another one again. Davido, another one over Burna Boy and Wizkid on this one. How would you react to this, Paul?
So the thing is, when Burna Boy got to the #1 spot yesterday, I remember
Yeah.
categorically there was a tweet on X, and this person said, "Well, make Burna Boy enjoy the glory small, because tomorrow we will come back for that #1 spot." And I kind of like just really just laughed because I knew that that thing was definitely going to happen. So remember when you were saying that, when you were asking me the question, I put out my hands like this because I knew that it was going to come. It's just like playing sporty. It's just like playing sporty. That one,
Right.
now short two odds, short two odds. It was
Yeah.
definitely going to happen. But I mean, the beautiful thing is, I love the competition within these guys. It's like, waiting. I go press your neck, you go press my neck. The other person go press the other person
Is
neck
this competition healthy,
because
Paul?
they are not only. Second, please.
Is this competition, is it healthy? It's all about the numbers every single day. And that brings me to the question. Davido has been alleged to, every day when Davido goes #1, there's always the allegations of, oh, Davido is a farmer. The agriculture is farming. When Burna Boy goes top, oh, Burna Boy is farming. When Wizkid goes top, oh, Apple Music, you need to check your streaming. There's a lot of farming from Nigeria. And there's a lot of cries and tears from rival fans anytime one of these artists go top. What exactly is the situation with the metrics and also farming?
Okay, so the thing about it is, Shay, you and I know everything that we do in life, whether in business or in the music or in career, anything is actually governed by numbers, right? It's a number game. People want to see
Right,
that you're doing
right,
10 today, you're doing 100 tomorrow, and then you're doing 1,000 the next day, right? So it's a number game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I remember categorically because you and I know I've delved into this business before, right? So I remember there was a
right.
classified document one time. It's now made public anyway, so I can speak freely on it. Apple Music categorically said we are clamping down on stream farming. Matter of fact, if you are stream farming, there's no way your song is going to be on our platform because we want to be able to build a culture or a community of fairness and
Right,
some type of
right.
equality. So it is hard to actually
Yeah,
just
yeah.
actually come to terms with the fact that these guys are farming because if Apple Music, for example, or Spotify, they can actually pick these things up because they know they have the back end, they have the metrics to measure what is real or what is not real. So fans
Yeah,
going up
yeah.
and saying they're farming and all of these things, I've not seen anybody since all these conversations start about farming. I never see anybody will come with documents to say, I don't catch them, now be
This
this.
person is
Do
farming.
you understand?
Right, right,
Exactly.
right.
So it's all conversations, but I can tell you categorically that it is possible for these kind of things to happen because I remember one time, for lack of I just don't want to spoil things. There's one guy that released music this year. All of a sudden, the guy don't jump reach #1, and that was the only day he stayed up there. So it gives the impression that, oh, there's something going on, there's something going on, there's something not so organic about this. But I mean, let's cut it down, right? Davido, Whiskey, Burna Boy, these guys have worked super hard to be where they are. So it is easy to say, oh, okay, these guys probably organic with a sprinkle of fertilizer. Whether true or not true, I don't know. I don't have the facts. Maybe Shay, you have the facts. So I think that these allegations of farming will always be there because right now we are very number centric. Everybody's speaking about the numbers. Everybody's saying, Shay, I can tell you for free that this is the first time in a long time I've ever heard anything like first day stream, second day stream. Yeah, it was there before as a metric, but the way they allowed out this year, if you hear me. So it just goes to show that there is so much attention being paid to the numbers.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for that, Paul. Guys, you can join the conversation. Please put your comments in the comment section. Let's hear from you. What exactly do you think about the whole thing? Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy performing at the Oando event. $11 million, $7 million, $2 million. There's just been a whole lot of dollars flying around. And I'm just saying, God, make them give me this money too now. And all of that. Everybody wants the money. And also, Davido today got the #1 spot on Spotify and Apple Music Nigeria. And that got a lot of people asking, is Davido actually farming or not? And Paul has been able to clear all of that. But Paul, before we get into the other conversation, guys, you can still join us. Please put your comment down below to win 5,000 naira on this particular show. You've got a chance to win. So put your comments down below, and we're going to pick you guys on a random spin, and hopefully you get to win that particular money. I mean, 5K is not too small to buy a couple of even if it's a sachet of rice or something, it will still get it. Now, Paul, back to the conversation. Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Rema, 10, Tiwa Savage, everyone fighting for the numbers right now. Has this actually affected the quality of music in the Afrobeat space?
Yeah, well, to answer that, I think it's both sides, right? So, this thing about numbers, like I said, it's a healthy competition at the end of the day, but it's actually really divided the fan base. Like I said, it's been crazy. This year has been really really crazy with the stats and the number game. Um, but whether it's healthy for the Afrobeat space, it's very subjective. I think that we are transitioning into a moment where whatever you do with your music, you have to go harder than you went the last time. Of course, we know, for example,
Right,
case in point will
right.
be Whiskey. Every time Whiskey drops a project, for example, he never really, they really like push like that, if you get what I mean. Like, Whiskey is just too chill.
Right.
Whiskey is just too chill. He'll just go and sit down and just let the team do their work and all of that stuff. But Whiskey is everywhere. In fact, this year he spent so much time on X, tweeting back and forth. I mean, all the basketballs and the debacle between him and Davido and
I'm
all that
causing all the
stuff.
trouble, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. At some point, I'm like, oh my god, have fun now, take calm, easy. But at the end of the day,
Not
right?
again.
But at the end of the day, Shay, if we really want to look at it, right, I think that the competition is tense and it's stiff. It just goes to show that any upcoming artist who's ready to break into the mainstream and go top 10 or top 5, guy, you have to really work because the metric where they measure now don't tick. So you have to work 10 times harder
Mhm.
because these guys will almost, for lack of a better way to say, not forever rule the charts, but for the time that they're going to be here, they're going to actually dominate. So it's healthy, but I really don't like the pushbacks that we're getting with the fan base because the fan base is becoming a lot too toxic. The 30 BG FCs and the outsiders, guys, can we just really enjoy music and just really bask in the awesomeness that these guys are creating? I would want to think that we should do that. We can
Right,
do that, but competition is competition, Shay, and you can't take that away from the fan base. So whether it's healthy for the Afrobeat
right.
culture is subjective. I think that it's good that we're really working hard because it's just like, for example, now Whiskey go hear the video album. Whiskey go be like, oh my, this guy's coming with some
Yeah.
fire. I need to tighten my seat. Oh, Tiwa Savage goes to hear
Right.
somebody else's album. Of course, Tiwa Savage actually made a very big buzz this year, saying that she's the one.
Right.
Remember, and that's a big call.
Yeah.
That's a big call, and she's really worked hard this year, to be honest. So, I mean,
Even
it's
her
a healthy
has been
competition for the
fantastic.
Afrobeat. Absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. So it's a bit healthy for the Afrobeat space. We just don't want to see all the beef transition to getting physical. As long as it stays online, we can manage that. So that's my opinion on that one.
All right, Paul. Thank you very much for that. Now, before we move on to the next, very big conversation, you talked about the fans being the ones who have to calm down and everything. Now, these fans, according to people, are also the reasons why these numbers are up today. The competition. Davido talked about this thing some time ago about the fact that the competition between him and Whiskey is what has been keeping them going till today. If there was no competition, they probably would have, lost their status and everything. Now, this competition, as unhealthy as it is, Is this something that imagine Afrobeat artists should look forward to? Now, for example, an Afrobeat artist coming, would they think that they need an unhealthy competition to be able to thrive in the industry? Because this is what David, Burna, and Wiz, are doing to themselves right now.
Well, that's a very very not tough question to answer, but I mean, like they always say, they're always like setting the pace for the younger generation, right? So I think your
Yeah,
question is kind of like, is this the blueprint for us moving forward? Well, I
yeah,
cannot I cannot say that should be the blueprint, because every generation will want to do things differently. And okay, let's just delve
yeah,
away from the subject a little and touch on football, for example. Remember, like I mean, several years ago, if an Arsenal wants to play Man United, it is crazy. They get how they don't go fight.
yeah,
It
definitely.
is tough, right? If
Right,
a Liverpool wants to play Man United, if a
right.
Chelsea wants to play Liverpool, it's the rivalry is always tense. But right now, you see all that being
Definitely.
relaxed a little bit. After the game, they're hugging and chatting because they're best mates, right? So I think all of these things are
Yeah,
they're seasonal, right? Time is a healer. Time just
yeah,
comes, and then everything just transitions into
definitely.
into all that. So
Definitely.
I think the next generation can learn a thing or two from this and say, okay, yes, while we can actually go toe to toe, we can we
Yeah,
can actually we can actually find a balance, not to make it too
yeah.
cantankerous, right? Let's not go bass
Right,
all the
right.
time. We can find a way to balance. I remember one song, one of my favorite songs, "My Big Brother" by Kanye West. Of course, referencing
Yeah,
the Big Brother Hove, and that song really touched down a lot of things, because he was saying, yes, I know I'm directly competing with you, but I love you still, and all of that stuff. That's the kind of energy we
yeah,
want to see.
yeah.
So the younger generation, the people coming after this Odogu set, because these people, they're strong. I think they can learn a thing or two and relax the beef a little, and just concentrate on creating quality and good music, because that is one thing that has kept us together as a
Definitely.
fan base. And I think it's
Definitely.
important that we focus on that
Definitely.
one. Yes.
Definitely. All right, guys. Thank you so much. For still sticking by with us. Now we're going to read a couple of your comments on YouTube, on Facebook, and everywhere. You guys have been commenting. Thank you so much for that. First and foremost, Nelly DM Franco says, "Can I join the live stream?" Of course, you can join the live stream. A link is going to be sent to you very soon. Hey, Vogue says, "Davido na farmer now." Now, this is an allegation that is unfounded, actually. And we've got a couple of other people, still talking. Yes, we've got some people talking. Say Davido na farmer now, and Nelly DeFranco. We are going to get you on the stream very soon, so that you could actually have your say and join us. For that one. You say Davido na farmer now. Now that is an allegation that is not very very good and unfounded. Now, Paul, I mean, you spoke about a lot of things, and about Davido, the streaming. This allegation have been coming on every single time, but like you said, the fans are the reason why this streams and everything are going up every single day. Are you an advocate for healthy competition, or you think that, what, guys, please keep fighting, because if you keep fighting, it increases the level of the quality of music that you will bring out?
I think it's both ways, Shay, if I have to say that. So the fans will always like go toe to toe, and of course the fight is going to separate them, obviously. But it's going to make them really work hard, because they know that the next person is going to try to outdo the next person. So it's a healthy competition, like I said
Yeah,
earlier, and I'm going to say that again. As long as it doesn't transition into the physical aspect where they are punching themselves, I think it's great. I think it's cool. Beef is something that's going to be very, 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 very much so, very, very prominent in the industry. It's nothing you can take away from that, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, it just pushes the next person harder. And of course, if person no push you, no go really know the next surface where you feel scratch as a human being. So I think it's healthy. Like I said, if they don't take it too far, we can manage that. But the fan base will always be the fan base. There's this bragging right that comes with supporting your fave and your fave being the one doing the most. So if I'm an outsider, for example, I will be proud yesterday because Burna Boy was topping the charts. And of course, I will be so excited, right? And of course, if I'm a 30BG guy,
Yeah.
I'll be excited because Davido has gotten back to that top spot, right? And if I'm an FC guy, I can brag and say, you know what, Whiskey held it down for weeks, being number one, two, three, four, five, six, and 16 on the chart list. So everybody has one thing or two to say about their faves, and these things are actually healthy. But like I said, make knows no enter, make it no go past like that. I think that it's something that will grow us in the
Right.
industry and make us,
Right.
even
Right.
better creators, in my opinion.
Right. I mean, I'm still on this, still on this three. The internet has been awash with news about Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy today, from the Oando event down to the Davido topping Wizkid and Burna Boy on Apple Music and Spotify. And now we've got some people actually talking. Wizkid came into Lagos yesterday, and he came in via a private jet. Yes, there was a video of him going, to the private jet to come to Nigeria. And of course, there was also a video of him saying, "I've arrived. Yes, I'm here. I'm here for the 30 December celebration." And there's been loads and loads of people actually, calling out Wizkid to say, "Oh, this guy cannot afford a private jet. He rented a private jet, blah, blah," and all of that. Now, Paul, private jet, Bruhaha, Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy. This person on Twitter today, on X, today is saying there's no artist in Nigeria who has a private jet. Now, that is a very, very big, affirmation from him, or a very big business. I don't know. How do you see this, Paul?
Well, yeah, Shay, the truth of the matter is this conversation about private jets will always be there, right? And the fact is, our
Yeah.
superstars making enough money to own um,
Paul,
this
Paul,
kind
before
of.
you continue, we've got Francis right now. We've got Francis here with us. Hello, Francis. How you doing, bro? Can you hear us? Francis, can you hear us? Hello, Francis, can you hear us? Oh, Francis. Francis, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello, Francis, can you hear us? Oh my days. I guess Francis' connection is not very, very good. So it's off. Anyways, Paul, we'll continue with what happened today. Yes, that's the conversation right now, Paul. Uh, Now, we've got some comment on YouTube. Before you continue, Paul, we've got some comments on YouTube. A lot of people are talking. Now, this person, Baba Rexy on YouTube, saying that Midwiz na jet rental now. Now, now this same person is saying that's Baba Rexy 30BG. He's a Davido fan. He says, "Oga, your superstars body no rich. The only one that owns it is David. So show respect." That is what this person is saying. You can see the comment on the screen. It says, "Oga, your superstars, money no rich. Now only Davido owns it. So respect that. Goodbye." Anyways, goodbye, Baba Rexy. You said your own, a Davido fan. Now, if you're a Wizkid fan, you could come up and defend your fave as well. And if you're a Burna Boy fan, come up and defend your fave. Now, this person who is actually, what's his name again? Oku Young X says, Wizkid dropped from the jet yesterday, and someone said, "Say as they do, person will rent jets." That is what this person is saying. And of course, I'm going to state it here again. No artist in Nigeria owns a jet. To fly private jets, save that bread. Paul, do you believe no artist in Nigeria owns a private jet?
I love what the fans are doing across our social media platforms. To be honest, you guys, You
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what
yeah.
I you see what I say. You see what I say about fans, right? Fans will always want to stand by their faves, and I love that. I love the fact that they stick
Yeah,
to their
yeah,
faves and stick to their superstars. So yeah, it's healthy. It's healthy competition, like I said. As far as me and Francis and Baba Rex, we see ourselves, we punch ourselves for street. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. But the truth of the matter
right.
is, the thing about private jets is private jets are expensive, brother man. And the truth of the matter is the maintenance.
Yeah.
You know how much it is to park a private jet at the airport? Not be being so, my guy. It's per day. The sum is astronomical, right? So, and these guys also have financial advisors, right? If you want to make a big purchase, definitely you can make a big purchase. But then again, is it does it equate to how much you travel? Does it equate to how much you tour? At the end of the day, if they want to take
Mm,
the high road, they will take the high road. But the truth of the matter is you have to come with sense and sensibility. Buying a private jet costs a
definitely,
lot of money.
definitely.
Maintaining a private jet costs a lot of money. But do you want to delve into that when you can actually just rent? When you can rent and get to your
Mhm.
destination and do whatever it is you want to do, pay the sum and then move on. I mean, remind you, these guys also buy expensive and heavy toys that they even barely use. You see them shipping cars from wherever it is down to Nigeria. Davido made a crazy purchase the other time. There's Whiskey making crazy purchases. Today, of course, we saw one machine that this guy packed in his compact Burna Boy. So they have money to actually really, really go crazy on this type of purchases. But the truth of the matter is you have to have sense and sensibility, like my friend Way we always say. Sense and sensibility is everything that guides you as a human being. And is it healthy to get those kind of purchases? I mean, when you
Yeah,
look at the kind of, the kind
yeah.
of economy we
Paul,
are,
Paul,
as
before you continue, we've got Francis. We've got Francis back. Francis, can you hear us, Francis? Francis, can you hear us? I guess Francis did not add his mic, so that's anyways, we say hi to you, Francis. If you can hear us, please add your mic so you could talk. We want to hear from you, Teddy BG, Whiskey FC. We've got the Outsiders. We are a Tua Savage fan, Thamesis fan. Please come through to this live. We want to hear from you guys. It is happening right here on What Happened Today on Gusto TV, guys. We're still very much here, and please put your comments down below. Put your names down below as well, because we're going to be willing that thing for our first ever winner of the 5,000 naira on What Happened Today. So please comment your names. If you're watching us right now, we've got a couple of people watching us right now. Please comment your names on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Please comment your name. We want to see your name down there so you could enter the draw, because we'll be right here to give you that very, very, not so little, not so much, 5,000 naira. Paul, let's continue. Yes, it is all about the private jet brouhaha. Whiskey, Burna Boy, and Davido. The fans are talking, and this person is saying nobody owns a private jet in Nigeria in terms of an artist right now. Now, Davido has been talking about the private jet for all. We know he's been getting to private jet. Burna Boy as well. Whiskey as well has been doing that. Now, what exactly is it? Is this a sort of some of like a fake life thing, or do these guys really, really do have private jet? And this guy tweeting is lying. Is it lying?
pardon. Okay, so we all can actually measure their financial status, right? We can actually just
Yeah,
gauge
yeah,
them and gauge where they are financially, right? And of course, somebody like Davido should not be bragging about owning a private jet if he in fact doesn't own a private jet. I want to think so. But sometimes you know how it is, man. Fake it to make it type of syndrome. You have to fake certain things to
yeah,
make it sometimes. And a lot of people posture to be a
yeah.
certain way to be able to get the deals. Yeah, you know how it works in the entertainment industry. Sometimes people just come in to say
Definitely,
they
definitely,
made heavy
definitely.
purchases. Even some of your Afro superstars say they never even pay for their cars finish. But that's a topic for another day, right? But
Right,
at the end of the day, is
right, right.
bragging rights. If Davido makes two purchases for example, what's that his latest purchase? A Rolls Royce Spectra. Makes two purchases
Yeah,
of a Rolls
yeah,
Royce Spectra. and of course, a lot of people were saying that that car could cost close to like a 1 billion naira. A whiskey would want to look at that and say, you know what, I'm gonna double that. Remember, who was the guy that actually purchased two cyber trucks? Somebody purchased two cyber trucks. Was it Omale?
Yeah, Omalay actually. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's all a bragging right type thing, she. So at the end of the day, it's about who's the biggest, who spends the most money. But in terms of the private jet wahala, and I really want to believe that these guys actually own one or two. But with our Afrobeat superstars, it's more like a rental thing. Bro, to own a private jet is not beans. Getting that thing, stuck in the hangar for weeks is a lot of money. I don't think financially it makes any sense. But I mean, I don't own their money, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
tell them how to spend it. But I don't really believe
Have
that
to
these
spend
guys
it. Yeah.
own private jets. I really want to go with what this guy saying, and it's not because I'm broke and I don't have money. That's what I'm thinking for. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
from a smart
Right.
side of life, right? Yeah.
Right.
So that's
Right.
what I say.
Right. All right. Anyways, if you've joined this conversation, please put your names down below as well. Now, what we're going to do on this stream for the very first time, is that we may not be able to do the spin, but please put your names down below on YouTube, on Facebook. We're going to gather the names and going to pick a winner. So please expect your name to be in the wheel, the wheel, the spin wheel, I mean, whatever they call it, and of course, we're going to pick, the winner, and you get to win 5,000 naira. We're going to keep to our word. Today, you will get to win. Please put your comments down below, put your name down below as well. And with that, I want to say a very big thank you to Paul for coming to this live. It is actually, it's been an interesting one, from the news to what happened today. And there's been loads and loads of other stuff, guys. But for now, this is me actually saying thank you so much for liking and sharing, and of course, joining us on this particular stream. There's been loads and loads of you commenting and doing everything that you can to support us. I say thank you very much to all of you. And of course, Paul, shout out to Paul Way for coming through on this particular edition of What Happened Today. We're back again on Monday for another very interesting edition. But for now, please continue to stay safe. And before I go, Paul, any final word from the for the viewers rather?
Well, for the viewers, I just really want to say to you guys, I mean, firstly, thanks for joining us. We had such an interesting time today on the live
Yes,
stream,
definitely.
and you guys have been really, really awesome. So it's a chance. I told you guys, we are doing Super Santa in December. So I mean, we're giving out 5K every live stream,
Definitely.
and of
Monday
course,
again,
we
another
have.
5,000 naira. Yes, Monday
And
again, another
you
5,000.
know what? You know what? We are getting feelers that we're getting sponsors to actually join this live stream and support us with more cash. So the more cash we get, the more cash we spend.
Amen.
So let's get to it. Let's get
Definitely,
to it. But thank you
definitely.
guys for joining. And guys, please stay safe.
Definitely. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Thank you so much, Paul. And we'll see you again on Monday. Please continue to stay safe and have yourself a very, very fantastic and